Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles.
You only got 25 years experience? That's sad.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Chubb on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Watson. Rolling to his left. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 8 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Another run with Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Tackled by Jordan Elliott.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Hurts steps away. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
They'll run with Sanders. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 3 yards out. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
That's caught. It's Demetric Felton. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 11-8.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They find some open field here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
For the guys playing defense, this has been a really long drive, and physically, that's awfully taxing. But I think the hardest part is mentally. What do you do?
Okay, break. He's coming. Check in. All right. Let's go.
They'll run. It's Sanders. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down, back to Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Mike 28. Mike 28. All day. All day.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Being chased out left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Watson on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Watson. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, Fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Played a good game, dog. Real good game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards.
No, it's not luck. It's actually skill. You played a good game.
For his first carry of the game, that's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace.
Just took me a hot second to figure out your offense, but it was a good game. How do you think I picked you off at the end?
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Sanders. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Good game, fam. It really was. But you only got 25 years experience. I've been playing this since 1988.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Still won.
On the return from his end zone.
There was a method to my madness which you didn't understand.
Right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Okay, we can do that.
The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it. score till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care.